So guess what day it is? It is ice cream making day with my handy dandy ice cream maker, which I'm sure, you know, when we were younger, we did the crank thing. So I just thought I'd show you the way I do it. So put that to the side for a minute. I went to the local gas station and got my 8 pounds of ice, because we know asking Maha for ice would be a traumatic experience. So I'd rather just be prepared and get my own ice. And then I got my ice cream salt. Very important. It gets the ice really, really cold, so you have some creamy ice cream. And then I have these little jars. These are 4 ounces each. So I have 18, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 of these ready for business, because I'm making 3 different kinds of ice cream. So I made this the other day, so it's icy cold. But this is my cacao raw chocolate ice cream ready to make into ice cream. And then I have my green tea ready for business. And then my strawberry. Now the way I do it is real simple. I just put cream and milk, heat it up in a pan with some sugar and lots of vanilla, because I like lots of vanilla. And then of course with the, and then for the green tea, I put my green tea powder, and my chocolate, I put my cacao powder. And then my strawberries, I just blended up some fresh strawberries and put them in there. So, you know, that's that. Now, what I do, I take my ice cream maker. Let me just turn it a little bit so you can see it better. I have to get it all set and ready to go. So, first thing I do is I take this thingy out, and I take my little spindle out on my top. I think we'll make the strawberry first. So just shake it up real good, and you just pour it right into the container, like that. And this is probably going to make about 6 of these little containers full of ice cream. And I like to do the 4-ounce containers. It keeps me from eating too much. But if I feel like another one, I can always grab one out of the freezer. So then we put that in there. And we put the little thingy into that little container there. And then you put the top on. Like that. And then you get your handy dandy top. And you just position it correctly on top. Close it in. Okay. Now, of course, the ice cream won't make any ice cream unless it's got something cold around it. So, let's go get some ice. And so you just put like a few handfuls on each side. Like that. Only to about like 1/3 of the way up, because we need to do some layers to get it cold. So now we take our ice cream salt and we just kind of sprinkle some of that on top, like that. Then I'll go ahead and put some more ice. I guess the salt makes it get colder. I mean, it still melts, but it makes it extra cold, so the ice cream freezes better. Or the milk and cream, I should say. Alright, put a little bit more up there. I'm going to have to do this 3 times, because I'm making 3 different flavors. And we know asking Maha for ice would be just a dreadful thing. Then we go ahead and fill up 1 more layer of ice on the very top. You want to make sure it's extra cold and, you know, getting into all the cracks and crevices around the spinner thing. Okay. I got this at Walmart in the clearance rack, like, I don't know, like 7 years ago for like less than $10. It's been, you know, I've had some other ice machines, but this one does the best. Okay, now you plug it in, and it'll start rotating around the ice. There we go. Oh, better sprinkle some more rock salt on the very top too. And so this will take about 30 minutes, and the ice will start to melt and it'll go down, so I'll have to keep putting more salt and more rock salt on top, more ice and more rock salt on top to keep it extra freezing cold. And then when the motor changes tempo, you'll hear it kind of hard to turn. That's a cue that I go ahead and turn it off and put it in the containers and then put it in the freezer. So with that said and done, that's that for now, and I'll show you the end product when it's ready. 30 minutes away. It's time. It has changed, the motor has changed sounds, so I know that it's struggling, which means that my ice cream is nice and cold now. Let's take a look. Pop that lid off. And that too. Oh my. Look at that, sis. Oh boy. Looks like ice cream. Let's taste it. Big chunks of strawberry. Now, very quickly before it melts, I put it into my little containers. And then I'll go to my next flavor and then the next flavor. So there you go. That's how you make ice cream in Jenny's RV. So I just wanted to show you, this is what the ice cream machine looks like when it's turning. There's an inside thing that turns, and then of course it turns the whole thing too, as you can see. And the ice is melting down, so at least 3 times during my ice cream, each ice cream, I have to go ahead and put more ice in and more rock salt to keep it cold. If you put your hand down there, which you shouldn't right now anyway, but the water is so cold down there that if you touched it, it would give you frostbite. That's how cold it gets. And as you can see, it's getting cold on the outside too. Anyway, sounds like that chocolate's getting pretty close to being done. Plus over here, thank goodness it's done, because remember that big bag of ice? Well, that's how much you use. Well, I did 3 ice creams, so of course you're going to use a lot more ice. But it used a whole bag. Okay, this is the last one, chocolate. You know, sis, I really wish you were here, because this chocolate is intense. I put an extra amount of cacao powder in it. You know, you're only supposed to put 1/4 of a cup of powder, you know, but I was a little extreme and I put like a 1/2 cup instead of 1/4 of a cup. So it's extra chocolatey. It kind of tastes like fudge actually, because I put so much cacao powder in it. But you know, it's nice raw cacao powder, so it's good for you, so we can have as much as we want. Miss you, sis. I wish you were here to eat it with me. We could have an ice cream party. Alright, when you do come, we'll do it again. We'll make all the different flavors you want. You can pick the flavors, and I'll make it for you, and we'll have a big ice cream party. Okay, it's a date. Okay, all stacked up and ready for the big disasters that are happening in the world. Hopefully we'll still have electricity. But of course the straw means strawberry, the G means green tea, and the CH means chocolate. All ready for you, sis. Come and get it anytime.